Weekly BCFC player profiles are sponsored by the Robertson Braun Group Remax Kelowna. Thinking real estate in Kelowna? Think Blake Roberts and Marlene Braun. For more information, call 250-212-2888 or 250-878-5242. Time now for your weekly BCFC player profile. This week we are profiling Westshore Rebels fifth-year defensive back Brody Uddenberg. We talked to the Nanaimo native about how he chose the Westshore Rebels, why he stopped playing football after his first year, and what brought him back to the game of football for his third year. We also talked to him about his love for coaching and his mentors in his life. Brody, thanks for joining us.
Oh, no problem. Happy to be talking to you.
Brody, you are from Nanaimo but chose to play for the Westshore Rebels out of high school. What made you decide to play for the Rebels over your hometown team, the Raiders?
Well, I was originally going to go to UVic and pursue a career as an engineer, thinking about leaning more towards biomechanical engineering. I also went to both spring camps, and I enjoyed the Rebels a bit more. It seemed just more like a family to me than what I got from the vibe of the VI Raiders. Not to knock their program or anything like that, of course, but that's just the vibe I got, and I liked the program better. I didn't even end up going to school, but I stuck with the program.
Through your career, you've had 3 different coaches at Westshore. You have been there through many losing seasons. What can you say about the winning season your team is having this year under head coach J.C. Boyce?
It's been great. It's been absolutely great. I mean, the team itself is arguably better than any team I've ever played on. This defense is unreal. The coaches have been great. The coaching staff, we were short-staffed a little. I mean, I know Coach Beattie would love to have more guys on the defensive side helping him out. But at the same time, the man puts in more effort than a lot of coaches that I've been around. So, yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about this year so far. You know, we've been able to come together as a team better than I thought we would. Even because we had so many guys come from out of province, come from different programs. I thought we were going to take some time to gel, but we came together quicker than I thought, and we've been able to stick together through most of this, so we're great.
I don't know if you follow the stats, but you are leading your team in tackles this season. Do you pride yourself on being a DB that can get up in the play and stop the run?
Absolutely. I love being able to help out in the run game. That's my favorite, is being able to get my nose a little bit dirty in the run game with the big boys down there. So, you know, I'm not a very big guy myself, so when guys see that I'm leading the team in tackles, it's a little bit of a shock, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
Brody, I know after your first year with the Rebels, you decided to stop playing football. What made you come to that decision?
Well, my first year I came in as a running back. I was playing behind Greg Morris, Niles, those big names that were here before me. So I didn't get many snaps at all. And coming from a small school in Nanaimo where I was one of the better football players in the school, it was tough, you know. And then that second year I went into camp and it was looking like the same thing. Looking like I wasn't going to get any touches, like I was going to be more of a blocking role, and I didn't enjoy it. Something came up at home and work, so it just looked like to me it felt like it's something I didn't want to be a part of. And I can't say I don't regret it, because part of me understands that it did hamper my development taking that year off. But at the same time, I realize how much of a value it is now to play every series, every down, everything, right? Because you never know.
Now, Brody, talking to you before, you have a great story about how you got back into football and a certain football movie that inspired you to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. I was so at the time I was ironworking. I was tying rebar. I was doing well. I was a lead hand after 4 or 5 months. So I was making good money. I was set for a while. I had a good career lined up, but I wasn't enjoying it from day to day. I was not wanting to go to work. I was working hard every day in the dirt and the mud. And then that movie Draft Day came out. Like you said, I wasn't playing football at the time. I went to watch Draft Day in the theaters, and that scene where the guy was on the phone making all those trades, and then he hangs up the phone and he goes, "Man, I love my job." He's like, "God, I love this job," something along those lines. And something clicked in my head. I was like, "Man, I wanna love my job. I want to get up and love going to work every day. I want to do something that I enjoy." So it made me reevaluate things, and I started to think, like, what do I really want to do? And it's like, well, I've always wanted to coach football. That's always been a goal of mine, is to coach football at a high level. So why not start doing that right now, as opposed to taking this time away and getting back into it later? So I stopped I was still tying rebar at the time. But I got back into football as soon as I could. I emailed the coaches, emailed the registrars as soon as I could get back into it. And then I found the sport management program at Camosun, so I could start to learn the business end of running your own program, the business end of facility management, stuff like that. But yeah, it was that scene, man. He's like, God, I love my job, and it's just I want it. I want that so bad. I want to do something I love. So, yeah.
A big passion of yours is coaching. What makes you want to be a coach?
The relationships you build with the student or your kids. I mean, when I coached in high school, I was in grade 11 and 12. I was coaching the junior varsities. I was coaching the junior bantams. They look up to you. You really are. You're helping shape their lives. I mean, that, and with the game of football, I love football. I absolutely love it. I love learning about it. I love all the little details that you get to learn. So to pass that knowledge on, while at the same time, helping build these kids into better people is huge. And that's, I think, as much a part of it as the game is you got to build character as well.
Being one of the older guys in the locker room and having a coach's mentality, are you a teammate that is always there to give advice to your younger teammates and help them out?
Absolutely. I've had many conversations with the rookie DBs, with rookie defenders. They come to ask me for help. What should I do in this situation? I've had talks with guys who are the sensitive issues that they don't want to talk to the coaches about, right? So I've had those kind of talks with guys. I've had many guys come to me just looking to study the playbook. We've watched a lot of film together. So, I mean, yeah, I'd like to think I've stepped into that role, but, you can't get too into it, right? While you're still a player, so.
Brody, you're definitely a role model for many, but who are some of your role models that have gotten you to this point?
My first real football coach, I mean, I did flag football grade 7. That was my first experience with it. But then when I went to NDSS, Coach Nate Stevenson, who's the first real football coach I had, and the man was just a smart football mind who just really wanted to build relationships with the players more than anything else. He loved the players, he loved the game, and that was really a coach that I modeled myself after, but also Coach Boyce. I mean, the man worked so hard, he was dedicated. Like I said, another great smart football mind, also builds player relationships. So, I mean, those coaches there, Coach Beatty, he'd do anything for the players, does everything for us. I mean, so those 3 guys I'd say would be my biggest influences, I think. All 3 of them are player relationships, games, preparation, that kind of stuff. They're class acts, all 3 of them, I think.
Your dad and your brother moved with you to Victoria. It must be great to have your family close by while playing football.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a huge thing. I mean, I haven't actually lived in-house with them for very long. I've been here for a month or 2 now, but before that I was living out of home. But yeah, just having that support, constant support right beside you all the time is huge. My dad's a huge role model in my life, and having him around is just unbelievable. He, if ever I need a ride, ever I need anything from the man, he's always there for me. So it's absolutely huge.
Last question here, Brody. What has the BCFC and junior football meant to you?
Everything. I mean, when I was tying rebar and I didn't enjoy my job, going to football was huge in my life, right? It was absolutely what I wanted to do. Coming out of high school, like I said, I'm still not a big guy, but I wasn't very big coming out of high school, so not very many colleges looked at me. But Westshore gave me my chance, and I think that's what it is. It's a nice place for kids who aren't totally there yet to develop. So I've obviously taken full advantage of that, and they've been huge in my life, I think. They're for, stepping stones, building my future, the relationships I've built. It's everything to me right now, absolutely.
Thanks, Brody. Good luck with the rest of the season, and maybe next time I interview you, it will be as a coach rather than a player.
That'd be awesome. Looking forward to it.
Weekly BCFC player profiles are sponsored by the Robertson Braun Group, Remax Kelowna. Thinking real estate in Kelowna? Think Blake Roberts and Marlene Braun. For more information, call 250-212-2888 or 250-878-5242.